Hello and welcome to my Soul Sparkle channel. Today I wanted to ask you, how are you dealing with unpleasant emotions? You know, emotion is just energy which is in motion. And as children mostly we felt or we learned that there are several emotions which our parents didn't want to deal with or didn't know how to deal with when we were screaming, when we were angry, when I was very often called hysterical. So we learned actually during our upbringing that there are emotions which which interrupt the harmony we want, and then when we have been punished even or looked away, like I have been as a child when I was called hysterical, we started to avoid uncomfortable emotions because, you see, we learned that we are not lovable when we show them. And in order not to show them, we try to find a way not to feel them. And this really takes its toll on our bodies, because you see, our physical vessel, this wonderful vessel, is by nature, its job is by nature to provide 100% health and vitality 100% of the time. So look around. And I really have to laugh, because wherever I go, there are three topics people talk about. Either it's other people, but first and foremost it's health issues, or it is something unpleasant they don't like. So health issues, and nowadays we have also acknowledged that mental disbalances are health issues. All of that, whether it's physical or it's mental, it is, we have many layers. And in kinesiology, and I worked quite some time as a kinesiologist, we had 5 bodies, we even called them. And it was our job when we worked with someone to bring all 5 bodies into balance. And then 10 years ago we would have a topic like, this is the health issue, or this is your life situation you don't like, or this is your depression, and then we would have that, and then we would start to balance the whole system. And we could never do that in the now. We had always go to the place in the memory of the body. We worked with the cellular memory, where a pattern has been installed, and we are doing that ourselves, because not consciously, but as children, when I learned that when I'm screaming like hell because I'm so unhappy, and then I'm locked away for quite a few hours and I was shouted at, so I learned, okay, this is, my parents cannot love me when I am like that. So I'm rather not like that. So when the feeling of, anger or whatever, or some of these negative feelings would come up, I unconsciously learned to press them down so that I could keep up the balance, or seemingly balance, and that my parents would not be not able to handle me. And this really cost me a lot of health issues. I had from asthmatic asthma since I was 3, and I had scoliosis, and I had stomach problems, and I had so many. I don't even want to tell you all about it, because that would be an hour's video. And it was for me that I pushed so many emotions down that there was a point when the body couldn't handle it anymore. I even pushed down grief, and then I felt guilty, and so all of this emotions which are not comfortable, and which as a child you just want to live through, and want to be seen with this emotion, and want to be held when you are feeling it. When you haven't had that, when you haven't had understanding parents, and most of the time they are not understanding because they didn't learn to deal with their emotions. So if their child was emotional, they had no, it somehow it triggered somewhere deep down what they have suppressed, so they didn't want to deal with it. And you know, this is a whole story. It's weaving into each other. But the point is, whatever issue you're having right now, you're facing in your life, and it doesn't have to be physical, it can be issues with other people, or you're having a loved one, and again and again and again you feel abandoned by them, or whatever. You can be sure that there is still parts in your energy system which are not in balance, and there is so many levels and soul level. And the thing is, I learned during the last 25 years that there is a real a direct way to work with divine light, with high frequency light. I call it also miracle frequency. And you don't have to do as we did 15-20 years ago. Each issue you have, you look at it and you balance it. It takes really long. We can do a multidimensional healing work now. The earth has been lifted in vibration. We are in a different time now, so we can shift timelines. It is much more direct and easier ways of healing and restoring and transforming right now. So whatever you are facing, if you are facing any issues, just know, and that's what this video is for, you are a mighty soul being. You have a soul spark, a God spark inside of you. There is ways with different ways of igniting that spark, and healing comes easily, actually, and quickly now with it. Of course, there are some emotions which still want to be felt, and but this is not the drama. They are felt and then they are dissolved. So everything goes quicker and easier right now. And if you want help and support, I always had help and support. I don't know if I would still be on this earth if I hadn't. I always went to healers, teachers, channels, and it's my passion now to share what I have learned and what I have healed with everyone who wants to join me. There will be a circle of joy from January next year. It is healing frequencies, miracle frequencies, and love frequencies, which is the highest frequency of all. You need to reconnect. You need to reconnect, and your whole energy and health system will restore itself. And if you want support, I put my website address in the description box. Just contact me. I have a website in German and English, and I work online. And we will see. If I'm the one, I would be happy to support you if you're having difficult times right now, or if you want to create your life the way you feel move forward and you feel stuck somehow. Everything is energy, and everything can be moved, shifted. So contact me if you want to. Like my video if you liked what I'm sharing here, or subscribe to it. And you are a beautiful being, and you've got this. And there are people here to support you, and there's no shame in taking support. It is actually a blessing, because it's always soul family when you find somebody who supports you. Always, you always know each other on a soul level. So bye bye, have a wonderful evening.